Today I learned what the value of love is. It's less than 3. Less than 3.
That one's really good. I'll give you that. A lot of people, even people I don't hang out with and such, doesn't mean that there is bad blood. Oftentimes, you just grow apart. You become different people, or you have different views on life. Like, for example, I have very different views on friendship than I did back in the day. I no longer work with any, not high effort, high demand friendships. Anyone that like needs constant upkeep to stay friends, absolutely not. If I can't be busy, disappear for a month or whatever and still be considered your friend, absolutely not. No high maintenance friendships. But some people really see that as a friendship, that if you're not constantly, you know, talking, checking up, yada yada, hanging out all the time, that you're not really friends. I have a different view on friendship. Once you're considered a friend, you're always a friend, no matter if your life gets busy, no matter if you talk every once in a while, no matter if you used to talk all the time and now you talk every once in a while. I used to very much be a friend to all. So a friend to all, it's the thing where it's like, well, they never did anything to me, so I'm not gonna cut them out of my life or anything like that, right? Which I understand to some extent. You know, sometimes there's small friendship dramas, nothing serious, but like these friends didn't mesh well, or like they said one thing or whatever, and they're no longer friends, right? Where the friend to all thing doesn't work anymore, which I believe it doesn't work anymore, is let's say you have your, like, the way I identify it now is I have, and I hate to label people like this, but it's much easier and almost reassuring to realize this. I have core friends. I have core friends, which are my ride or dies. These people I would die for. These people I would be devastated if our friendship ever ended or disappeared and stuff. She's talking about me. Yeah, sure. These are the people that are like my emergency contact. Like, let's say I'm in trouble. Let's say I'm going through the worst time of my life. Will these people have my back? Yes. Can I rely on them? Absolutely. If I need something, if I'm going through it, can I rely on them? Absolutely. And let's say you have a core friend and another friend have a fight or something. And it's a really bad thing. Like, it can't be just like, oh, they didn't get along, whatever. It has to be like real bad. Like, the other friend betrayed your core friend. But they didn't betray me, is what I used to think, like, where it's like, well, they didn't do anything to me, you know, but so why should I stop talking to them? It's one of those things where it's very complicated, but it's like, let's say something traumatic happened to you, and then being around your friend that mean the most to you is a constant reminder of that traumatic situation. That's basically what it's like when you become the middle person and just let the other person be in your life, right? Because that means they have access to your other friend's life. That means they're still in your other friend's life. And so now I don't believe in that anymore. I used to be much more a friend to all, and these are like very specific scenarios. Obviously, they only apply if something very serious happened or whatever. Friends can have miscommunications and you can be friends with both of them. Not a problem, whatever. No big deal, yada yada, right? This is only for very serious, like, another friend backstabbed another friend. And back in the day, I very much believed in the, well, it doesn't impact me, so why would it bother me? It bothers me because it hurt a friend I care much about, and sticking around with them hurts them constantly. And that's it. And sometimes I prefer this way of friendships because when in my time in Canada, I realized there's like a very different kinds of friendships. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but it's like there are like, what's it? There are fair weather friends. There are like different friendship levels. You need to reach like a certain level of friendship to be considered a good friend. So versus in Europe, it's very different. It's much harder to become friends with people, but when you're a friend, you're a friend, right? You're a friend always. It's that classic, like, would you rather have like 100 people in your life that you're kind of friends with, or like 5 really close friends? The answer is 5 really close friends. Well, how do I make 5 really close friends? Be a loyal friend, be a good friend, you know, be that friend that they can rely on. Make sure that you invest your time in people that also like cherish the time you invest in them, you know. Don't give your all into like a paper shredder, you know. Somebody that just takes the paper and freaking just eats it.
North in his ass, east in his ass, most definitely in his ass.